Ready for 12 hours, brother?
What's on your mind?
So much. Grew up in Astoria. My wife and I have a 5-month-old. We can't afford to live here. You know, millionaires aren't leaving. Families like mine are leaving. It's a punchline to buy something here.
We used to live in this neighborhood for 5 years. We had to move out because it was just like, we lived in a 1-bedroom that was converted to a 2-bedroom, and it was too small for our daughter.
Finding a place, period, is hard, right? Like finding roommates, I don't know. There's for me to do.
Well, I think a lot of this is actually what there is for us to do. And I think this is something I've heard from so many New Yorkers, which is that they don't feel like they can get ahead in this city.
My mother asked if you can really focus on affordability when it comes to groceries. My sister's concern is safety in the subway. And my dad, well, he kind of just didn't really care. But
I know a lot of Staten Island gets a really bad rap for a lot of reasons, but I love Staten Island, and Staten Islanders rely on buses.
It stops running at 10 p.m. So it's just like really difficult to get anywhere.
Because these children, they travel for hours on buses that are old. You know, like
like this one?
Yeah, that's a city bus, baby. We're talking about them yellow school buses that are old. Like this bus contract that now, thank God, is 3 years instead of 5
years, yeah.
We were not expecting any of this. We were coming for the movie and heard you were here, and yeah, just really excited to have the opportunity just to say hi.
Does this go?
It can if you move it. Move that up.
How do we move these?
We can't.
What?
Nothing's as good as a real bus.
So I have a question for Mr. Cardamom first.
Okay.
I think it's obvious that who knows our affordability crisis better than your favorite SoundCloud rapper?
Yes.
And which you can relate to, obviously.
Yes.
In my building, landlords are encouraging rent-stabilized tenants to move out and sign away their stabilization, which is destabilizing the entire building.
The Bronx is the lowest life expectancy of all 5 of the New York City boroughs. It has the highest poverty rates, and it has the greatest reliance on Medicaid. They are extremely vulnerable to the Medicaid cuts included in OB3.
I want all New Yorkers to have access to fresh tomatoes. Specifically tomatoes. I'm a huge fan of your plan to have a city-run grocery store in each of the boroughs. There's an opportunity with the green markets and the farm stands through Grow NYC to leverage that network, and from day one in your administration, put fresh food in front of New Yorkers.
What's on my mind is extreme heat and flooding in New York City. Really, when we're thinking about New York City and the time that we have to respond to the climate crisis, it's an issue that can't wait.
And what's on your mind?
My mind right now, I was talking with, I think his name is Patrick. We were talking about Rikers Island.
Okay.
So I had this college class in my high school. I'm a junior in high school, and we're talking about the future of Rikers. But my question is how are we gonna get it done?
Yeah.
Because I think Rikers is a negative stain on New York City.
A law was passed here in New York City that would mandate Rikers Island be closed by 2027. And since then, especially under the current administration, they've done almost nothing to do that. 4 years ago, we had less than half of the jail population we have on Rikers Island now. So the entire plan is built for a jail population at less than half the current one. And so in order to actually close it, not only do you have to build the 4 borough-based jails, but you also have to have a smaller jail population.
I work as a drama therapist in inpatient psychiatry for adults living with serious and persistent mental illness. As we know, mental health is a very big issue in New York right now. And what I'm concerned about is that because of federal funding cuts and Medicaid cuts, there are step-down programs that are starting to close, like partial hospitalization programs, intensive outpatient programs, which are really critical in reducing recidivism rates.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the programs that are set to close?
Intensive outpatient programs, like the one I have heard within health and hospitals, are starting to close, or they're losing funding, basically federal funding. Essentially, they're struggling to have enough people to participate in those programs.
Struggling to get participation from New Yorkers.
Because of restrictions that would allow people to be in those programs, or because of lack of insurance that would allow them to be participants.
You said you would do universal childcare. So I'm a single mother, so
My question is how it will work. Like, is there any criteria between rich and poor, or everyone will get it?
So with universal childcare, the vision is for everyone, no matter how much money they make or how little money they make, for everyone. Like public schools. If you have a child and you want to send them to a public school, they don't ask you how much money you make. Everybody can go to the public school.
We live in the Bronx, and when I'm 68, and when I moved into the building, I wasn't even 21 yet. And when I moved into the building, it was rent stabilized and it was tenant run.
It was tenant run? It
was tenant run. This is back in the 70s. The city appointed a managing company, and it's not a good story. And thinking about the fact that I moved into a rent stabilized building when I was not even 21, and here I am 68, and I'm worried about us being homeless. It's disgusting.
I'm actually been, since COVID, I've been part of a lot of the sweeps, basically once a week for the whole course. Like the sweeps.
The homelessness sweeps.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a different perspective because I've seen it from the beginning, and a lot of people, they might see the message, but they don't understand what went on and the toughness and the grit of the people and the changes and that it was.
Were you homeless?
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
yes.
You
At COVID, yeah.
Okay.
COVID for till now, it's but we went through a lot, and it was basically weekly things. Some people,
You'd be swept in one place and you'd be...
and literally you can go back 4 hours later, and what was the actual? They're claiming. That's what I'm saying. They're claiming that it's law, but it's really not.
I have never experienced this type of fear, agony, and impotence ever before in my life. I fear being sent to a country that feels strange to me now. I fear not seeing my mom ever again. I fear not seeing my grandparents ever again. They are old, and I know that I only have a very few years with them. I fear not seeing my brother, even if it is just to argue. But mostly, I fear not seeing my baby brother ever again. He's just 3 years old, and he is what brings happiness to my life. Now, all the times I have nightmares, I dream that I'm being taken away, or my mom is being taken away, and I can't do anything to stop it. Sorry. So please go above and beyond to protect people like me, people like my mom, my brother, my neighbors. Please.
Sorry, my English is not so good.
It's okay.
I have written some.
That's fine.
Okay, first of all, congratulations. Your empathy deserves to lead. Okay, number one. Number two, thank you for creating softness in people's heart. In world where people are not united. Okay. The third one, please continue to be our light and hope during this difficult time.
Thank you.
Really, you, my family, my daughters, my husband, everyone. When I go outside New York, I see some happiness and satisfaction in people's face. I'm a very good observer. So now I saw little change in their people's faces, like hope, light, happiness because of you.
Thank you. What's your name?
Samina.
Samina?
Yeah, I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan से?
Yeah, उर्दू आती?
हाँ. पढ़ तो नहीं सकता हूँ.
और नहीं
बोल तो
पढ़ते,
सकता
लेकिन मैंने तो मुझे ये था कि मुझे पता नहीं इंग्लिश. मेरी बेटी कहती नहीं मामा उनको आती है, आप जाएं आप उर्दू में बात करें.
कहाँ से हो पाकिस्तान?
पाकिस्तान लाहौर.
लाहौर से. मैं एक दफ़ा गया था.
गया था लाहौर.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत शहर.
बहुत खूबसूरत शहर है, लेकिन आप जैसे लोगों ने आके न्यूयॉर्क को बहुत खूबसूरत बना दिया है. यकीन करें, वो खूबसूरती अलग है बिल्डिंग्स की, हर चीज़ की बिल्डिंग, लेकिन जो खूबसूरती आपने लोगों के दिलों में दी है ना, और जो सॉफ्टनेस डाली है, मैंने बड़े बड़े हार्ट्स को बदलते देखा है यहाँ पर. ऊपर वाले भी और नीचे वाले भी, दोनों. आपने लोगों के दिल बदल दिए हैं. और ये आप एक कितना गिफ्ट होता है अल्लाह की तरफ से, वो आपको मिला है. इतनी मुझे खुशी हो रही है, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं और क्या बात करूँ. इंग्लिश मुझे अच्छी आती नहीं, मगर मैं आपसे इंग्लिश में भी अच्छी बात आती नहीं, मगर मैं आपसे इंग्लिश में भी अच्छी बात.
जो भी बोलना है.
आपकी आंखों में जो एक सच्चाई है ना, वो किसी से छुप नहीं सकती, किसी से छुप नहीं सकती.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just give me.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Zohran.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Very welcome.
My name is Anastasia Tutsati.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I am an asylum seeker, queer, Russian exile journalist. I've been in New York since January 2022, and it feels very special to be in this space because people like myself are usually not allowed in the spaces of power, and we are usually reduced to the case numbers or A numbers, and it's very special to be here. Thank you for having me. And I wanted to ask you how you're planning to address ICE's presence in the city. And also, I believe that the sentiment towards immigrants and asylum seekers in the country right now is not the best. And I faced it myself so many times when I was going through like job interviews. People would be worried that if they hire me, there might be troubles with the law because I'm an asylum seeker, and it's really hard to explain to them that I'm legal. I have a work authorization, and I'm overqualified for the job sometimes, but I'm still here. And I was also laid off during the funding cuts. I was a researcher on transgender asylum seekers research here in an NGO, and yeah, I've been wondering how you're planning to address immigration.
I think there are a number of things. I think the first is to use the bully pulpit to actually say that we're proud of being a city where more than 3 million New Yorkers are immigrant, myself being one of them as well. The other also, there have been documented violations of sanctuary city policies here in New York City, and under my administration there will be no tolerance for a violation of that law. That law makes clear that there cannot be coordination between the NYPD or other city agencies and ICE unless it's pertaining to around 170 serious crimes that someone has been convicted of, as opposed to what we are seeing right now, where, you know, there is someone sitting in prison today, sitting in detention rather, because of the fact of that collusion that took place. The other piece here is that I'm going to make the case to everyone, including directly to the president, as I have, that these ICE raids, they do nothing to further public safety. They're cruel, they're inhumane. And then there's also the fact that we know there are many people who are looking to use this climate of fear to exploit immigrants here in more of use in terms of their status as workers. And I spoke to someone earlier today who told me about a building owner who refused to provide repairs. The family advocated for repairs. Then the super of the building hired someone to put up posters threatening to call ICE because he knew that they were undocumented. So it was retaliation for a tenant issue that then became an immigration issue. So there's also the need to provide accountability in that way, and some of that comes from the city has a Commission on Human Rights. It's incredibly underfunded. People do not even know to call it to report discrimination. We should actually enforce it.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
And also I have a question about recent ICE raids at Canal Street. Police was playing on the side of ICE, and like how safe are we under the current situation with the police in the city? It is worrying me because every time I go outside, I feel like as if I might be detained or something might happen to me, and no real ID or work authorization will protect me.
Yeah, I will be making very clear that the NYPD's role is to deliver public safety in this city, not to assist ICE in their operations. The current administration has opened the door to civil immigration enforcement. We're going to close that door very firmly and make clear that there will be no assistance. They will be separated entirely. And I think there are the difficulties of the fact that the federal government can still make its own decisions with what they want to do with ICE, but we're going to keep making clear that it's an attack on the entire city.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
And one last question, if I can ask.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
I'm the last one.
No, the next person.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the final person? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, you can
so
ask one more question. You're the final
Thank you
one.
so much.
Yeah.
When did you finally start feeling that you belong to the city? Because for me, it took up till today to actually start feeling as if I'm a New Yorker. Yeah.
Well, you are a New Yorker.
Yeah, thank you.
You are a New Yorker.
Yeah.
When did I thought of myself, part of it is I grew up here, I was 7 years old when I came, and so my sense of self was tied to my sense of the city. I felt like I was a New Yorker from a very young age. I didn't know that I had a home in New York politics though, until I worked on a campaign for a man named Khadr El Yatim, ran for city council in Bay Ridge. And that's when I saw myself in our city's politics. And I think that my hope is that that's what our administration can do. It can make sure that everyone knows that if they live here, they are of here. This is their city too. Thank you very much.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
for your
give me a hug.
Thank you. It's
Thank
the
you for
first time
coming.
I feel excited for politics in a while, because I don't have my home country anymore, because it's no more. And now I have this as my home, and you're making it so special for all of us. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. How are we feeling after all that?
How are we feeling? That was pretty amazing. It was a lovely, lovely day. It was a day full of nuts and full of New Yorkers. It was pretty amazing.
How many people in total today? Did you count?
I didn't, but it was a blur. I saw numbers, I think 144, 141, 144. I feel like my cup is full with what New Yorkers have shared with me today. It was just a beautiful snapshot of the city. And, you know, am I tired? Yes, but there were multiple people who came here who commuted more than 2.5 hours from Staten Island just to have 3 minutes to talk to me. One of them just to tell me about their favorite bus. And I think New Yorkers are actually the ones who set the standard, and we're just trying to do our best impression of matching it. Because these are people who give themselves to this city, and they rarely get much back. I think it was 10 hours ago, a man named TJ sat in your chair and he said,
and it kind of breaks my heart because a few years ago, I woke up and I said, listen, I realized I'm never going to get ahead here. Someone like me who doesn't come from much, who does things the right way, I just had that realization. It broke my heart that I'm never going to get ahead here.
And I think that speaks to a lot of people who feel like they just have no shot in a place like this. And it's our job to give them a shot. And many people today gave us ideas of how we could do so. And it was lovely. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and this was one of the few times, I would say, where the day itself was even better than the idea. This is why we all work so hard, is because it's for a city that we love, and it's for people that we love even when we don't know them. And it was beautiful. Just thinking about what people shared with me. I mean, there were undocumented New Yorkers that told me about the fear that they live with each and every day when they leave their home. There were New Yorkers who told me how frustrated they were that after living here for generations, they couldn't even conceive of affording it any longer. There were New Yorkers who talked to me about the issue that they were focused on, whether it be the migratory patterns of birds or it be the importance of every New Yorker to have access to buying a fresh tomato. The breadth of interest was incredible. The fluency in the issues, the reality of just the stakes that people are living with every single day, and the pressure that our politics has put on the backs of working people. The bravery was incredible. I'm glad that we did this.